How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today, I want to talk about something that's so important to remember because if you do this, you'll become really, really wealthy. I also want to talk about some of the top news, why the market was a little bit scared this morning, and some important news for Cardano holders, for Bitcoin holders, and for just crypto holders in general. So if you don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe button, I really do appreciate that. It helps out the channel a lot. There's also a link down there to BlockFi. They just recently offered buyouts to employees, so they're even shaving down their headcount a little bit more just to make them even more efficient with the FTX buyout. And they just gave an update to their interest account, especially for the people outside of the US. They're going to get even better rates. There's also a sign-up bonus. There are two different links underneath the video. One, you can get up to $1,000, depending on how much you trade, and the other one, you get up to $250. So definitely check out those links underneath the video. Now, the crypto market was a little bit scared today. We've fallen down a bit from where we were just a few days ago when we were pushing up towards almost 25,000. But we keep on sitting right above that 200-week moving average, which we'll take a look at in a second. Why is this happening, and why were the markets fearful this morning, going down almost 1%? Well, Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker, landed in Taiwan, despite a warning from China of serious consequences if this happened. So we're not exactly sure. They haven't given a reason why this is happening, which is really interesting because China is very cautious about letting us go see Taiwan because Taiwan is part of China, and they said that they're going to be running military operations now because they needed to do it right when Nancy Pelosi landed. So this is really fascinating. I just don't understand why this has to happen. It seems like this is very unnecessary, especially when there's so much uncertainty in the world that we have to kind of be pushing the envelope. Now, of course, I don't know everything that the US knows, but it just makes me think that they're trying to start some kind of conflict or something like that. I don't really trust it, but it might just blow over. And you can see that the stock market is already shrugging off some of that fear, with the NASDAQ up about 1/3% now, and with crypto not looking terrible. Now, Bitcoin itself has bounced right above this 200-week moving average. The 200-week is now at about 22,800, 22,900. We're sitting right above that right now. You can see that we have had some positive price action recently, even though we are coming down a little bit over the last few days. Now, we also saw some institutional investors investing into crypto again here this week. This is the asset funds flow report. You can see a lot of money flowing into Bitcoin, about 85 million. This is just a few weeks after we saw a huge inflow of about 300 million or 350 million flowing into Bitcoin. And you can see that we do have some money flowing out of multi-asset and flowing out of short Bitcoin, which makes sense, and a little bit flowing out of Cardano as well. The majority of this is coming from Canada as well, which is interesting to see. Some more institutions investing in crypto there. Now, we got some news, speaking of Cardano, of a Swiss bank that's now expanding their crypto staking with Cardano. They've already had this kind of staking with their bank for about 2 years. It was Tezos before. So now you can stake right in their platform. And they already have 1,000 institutional investors or institutional clients that are using their platform and using their bank. So it might be just attracting a lot of the large money that wants to invest in crypto anyways, and then they just want to put it with someone that they trust, that is audited regularly. So it will be interesting to see if this catches on more. It would be really easy if you just went to your local bank, and I realize this goes against a lot of the decentralized principles that people like in crypto, but you have to realize there's some people that buy crypto because they want to be decentralized and away from the government, and so that they can control their own money, and then there's some people that just want to make money with it. Those are two different camps of people, so this does help the people that just want to make money. Now, we also have to take a look at this. Crypto firm Nomad loses nearly 200 million in a bridge hack, and they recently raised $22 million. Over 1 billion has already been lost this year, and I think this brings up a really important point. This is still a very young industry. There are huge hacks that cause millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars to be lost pretty regularly. Now, I think you have to be really careful, especially right now. It's different in a bull market, but in a bear market, you have to be careful wherever you put your crypto. And that's why I talked about BlockFi earlier. They're getting helped out by FTX, one of the largest in the industry. There's also Binance, which is a large player. You want to be putting your money somewhere where you can make sure that it's secure. just be careful of that. Alex Becker also posted a good tweet. There are periods in crypto where making money is very easy, but it's very, very, very important to understand and respect how very hard it is to make money normally, like in your day job. Or you will not have enough here to take the easy money and store it. He makes a great point. Again, you just have to be careful with your money. It seems sometimes, and I know this to be the case, especially being in crypto over the last few years and even in the stock market. Sometimes you're like, what's a $1,000 profit, a $10,000 profit, a $100,000 profit? I'll just go put my money on this platform, throw $50,000 or $100,000 on there, or even more, maybe it's less, but you just don't respect the amount of time that it would take to make money in any other type of industry. I remember trying to figure out how I could make $20 an hour, just a few years ago. So it's really important to respect how long it takes to make money and not just take it for granted, because again, it does take a long time to build something and to actually make real money outside of crypto and outside the stock market if you were to lose it. And this just reminds us that it can be lost pretty easily. Now, I've talked recently about a couple of different projects that were really early on that I said I thought would pump, but they were highly risky. And one is Amazy, AMAZY. They went in 20x or 30x right away. And that's where you want to be careful. You want to lock up these profits. There's also Satoshi Island that's coming soon, which could do really well as well. The other projects that have come from this launch pad have done 50x, 100x, 200x, and even more. So you have to be careful. Lock up those profits. As he says here, if you have $1 million and you can put it on something that's just a safe asset that can create passive income, $1 million at 5% is $50,000 a year. $5 million is $250,000. $10 million is $500,000. So if you're able to get some quick profits, then definitely lock up those profits. And I know you always want to keep that moon bag. You always want to keep the crypto that's doing well, because sometimes you think, okay, well, what if it just does another 2x, 5x, 10x after it's already done a 10x? You just want to be careful and make sure that you actually lock in those profits, especially too because right now we are in a time where people are generally fearful, but that changes pretty quickly, as we've seen from the fear and greed index recently, right? We're almost out of fear completely, and we're almost transitioning to greed at just 24,000. So people's mindsets change very quickly, and soon we'll all be sitting here thinking, no, we don't want to sell out, we don't want to take any profits, when we really should probably be taking some profits. Of course, it's all up to you. It all depends on your strategy. Are you looking for the next 5 years, 10 years? Are you looking just to create some short-term gains and be able to get back on track, maybe increase your net worth a little bit and just move it over to something safe? But in my opinion, with the exception of Bitcoin, a lot of the other altcoins are just to create some wealth and store it somewhere safe in the long term. Now, let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out the link underneath the video to BlockFi, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.